Have fun. Good luck.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Limit of Adhesion. Gareth here, and we are looking at season 1 of Endurance, and it's round 9 at Portimao. I'm joined by Jules. Jules, how are you?
It's Portimao. Hey. He's got a corner called Craig Jones, you know.
Nice. I used to work with him. I don't think it's the same Craig Jones though. We are looking at the
GTP
GTPs
standings, yes.
standings, yeah.
With lots
Tom
of wizards at the top. First
Too many
one
wizards.
that's not a wizard is Kelly.
Yeah.
And then wizards. And then
For the
Stupid
teams.
Guru. TBC in there for some reason. Not sure what that's all about.
Yeah, indeed.
And no wizards. No wizards. Wow,
So
no wizards in the GT3.
Josh Martinez with a commanding lead in the GT3s.
Well, he's champion.
Fantastic stuff. Always nice to have a new champion in the league. Look at that. Look how many drivers have driven GT3s this season. It's a shame we haven't had a consistent grid. Look at that. We've got more lined up at the moment. Only 12 cars on the grid for this race.
Well,
that's a bit of a shame.
I guess a lot of people don't have the track. So yeah, JPR Esports also dominating the standings. Risky Racing somehow in second.
And newcomer Piers Berry on second on the grid behind Merrin Hugavin. And we've got Stephen Maxwell, Gavin Kelly, Gareth Winslade and Chris White. So only 6 GTPs here. And then Josh Martinez and Charles Kitts are the front row for GT3s. Charles and you as well, isn't he? I think as is Max de Ridder and Alex Murphy's alongside him. Then we've got Matt Hansel, Ben Chalcraft, Oliver Ettridge, James Pepper, Steve Pepper, Philip Miles, Rich Meesters, Fabio Oliveira rounding out the grid. So 12 cars, as I say. Take for a bit of action between them.
Yeah, on this track.
Which it first appeared in the F1 season, didn't it? In the COVID season, I believe, was when it first appeared, and it was brilliant actually, with all of these elevation changes and blind corners. It made it a very, very interesting race.
So why haven't the iRacing people decided to race it?
Well, it's quite new, isn't it? It's only been around a few seasons, but yeah, it's like a very good solar field in the background there as well, which will please my energy team colleagues at work. So we're looking at the GT3s. They come around the last few corners to start this race. But we've still got a way to go. Look, you can see the GTPs are up in the tight left-hander before the tight right, and then it opens up, doesn't it, into a very, very fast corner to end the lap.
Yeah, that's called Galp. That last corner. I see Ettridge is in the pits. Maybe deciding to start from the pits. Is the sole representative of Risky Racing.
And we can see the grandstands there. I've looked it up, and this track can host up to 100,000 people, which is a heck of a lot of people.
Surely more, if they didn't have seats. You could fit so many people. You could fit millions around the outside. Wouldn't be comfortable or be able to do the sea or anything, and the toilet queues would be horrendous. But
yeah. Anyway, the GTPs
dropped the hammer.
That's it. They are going. It's Hugavin versus Berry as they head down to turn 1.
Yes, no Hugavin. Sorry, not no Hugavin. No Malarin.
No Malarin, no. Great noise by the GT3s over the curve. And look at that. Berry straight into the lead. And we've got Hugavin in the gravel trap.
Yeah. Cold brakes, cold tyres caught him out, I guess.
Yeah, he's going to have to work his way through. And how many of the staying off the track? That's a very sensible rejoin, actually. That leaving all of the GT3s to get past him.
Yeah, now he's got a lot to overtake. I think Ettridge still in the pits, and Meesters is showing us out already.
I wonder what's happened there.
Let's see. Saw Hugerman go off. He's got the whole field of GT3s now to get past, so Berry in the lead with Maxwell sensing an opportunity, I would imagine.
Yeah, there's a lovely picture of Piers himself.
So
Nice
Maxwell
smile.
has been slowly stalking the two Wizards who have led the championship from the start of the season. The other two Wizards, I would say, Hugerman and Malaren.
It's a 3-horse race between them, isn't it?
It is, yes. So obviously Malaren leading currently, but he's not here.
Yeah.
He served his ban last round.
Maybe got snowed in and couldn't reach his rig.
Oh no, sorry, no,
In the next
he
room.
is serving his ban this round. Sorry.
Oh, this is the ban.
This is the ban round. Yes, bad, naughty Malaren.
So lap 2 for the GTPs already, and Berry with the fast lap, as you'd expect, out in front. Here's Hugervin slicing his way through the GT3 field. He's got onto the straight. Excuse me. Still feeling the effects of the winter colds.
Up inside of Murphy, waiting for Vasquez through T1. Going to pass him to T2.
I thought he was going to get through the whole field on the straight there. I was surprised he didn't. But he's only got one to go, really. This is Martinez. Easter's talking, but no sound. On board with Chris White, and there's Winslade just ahead of him. So a nice little battle forming here between the No Slots No Glory and the McLaren car. Sorry, they're Extric, aren't they? Winslade and
Yeah, they are in this championship.
Yeah. And there's Max Derrida in combat with James Pepper in the Cool Camel.
Fastest lap for Berry.
Yeah.
His lead over Maxwell.
Kelly only 2 tenths behind though, so and look at there's a massive pace differential between the front 3 GTPs and Winslade and White behind, sadly. Going to be a race of 2 classes, and Hugervin really suffering his lap time there with trying to get through the GT3 field, which he has done now. Fastest lap from Martinez in that field of 1:43.1. There's Ben Chalcroft in P7 at the moment.
So Ettridge is now lapping two laps off the lead, and Meesters is back on track.
Well, it's an interesting strategy from Ettridge.
Oh no,
Let's see how it plays out.
Was 2 laps down, now it's updated, he's 23 seconds down.
Yeah, Miles is down as well.
Okay, so that's caught up. So he's basically started from the pits and he's quite a way off the back of the field.
Yeah.
See how he can do.
Fancy the challenge, I guess.
Audi 1-2.
So here's our top 3. They're all lapping very close together, actually, still. And look at the lap times between them. Only a tenth between them.
Yep, 3 seconds. Top 3. A couple of seconds slower are Winslade and White. See what Hugerman can do. He's
got a bit of a gap.
Yeah. Wait a while for him.
31.2, the fastest lap of the race.
Yep, only 3 tenths out of barrier though. It's going to do some to catch that up.
Yeah.
22 second lead.
This track has some of those really modern, like, angular corners that just feel really uncomfortable to drive, don't they? Like, I'm thinking about tracks like Navarra as well. Like, had similar kind of, pointy corners.
Pointy corners.
I don't know what it is, but modern tracks have pointy angles on their apexes and things like there. Just, I don't know.
You like a nice curve.
I do. I think I do, yeah. thinking about doing a video on the most Mickey Mouse corners in iRacing, because I came across one the other day, and I think it is more Mickey Mouse than the Long Beach hairpin. Which I'm not going to spoil which one it is, because
Here comes
the video's coming.
on
Nice
Pepper.
move by Chalcraft.
Yeah, into the quite curvy hairpin, that one.
Yes, it is. Steals P6.
Berry making a bit of a break right up the front, almost matching Hoover's pace.
He's got a golden opportunity here with Hoogervin being in sixth place and 22 seconds back. So,
Yeah,
but it's a long race. Oh yeah, maybe he's having off. Long race, so lots of opportunity for Hoogervin to recover. Be interesting to see if Berry can maintain that kind of pace. Meanwhile, Pepper is still on the back of Chalcraft after that move. And now we're looking at Charles Vasquez, I beg your pardon, currently in P2 in the GT3s. Alex Murphy bearing down on him, which is always a scary proposition. So Audi, McLaren in GT3s. So yeah, actually this is the new McLaren, isn't it? After the old one got retired after, well, I mean, how long was that car in the game for? It was really out of date, wasn't it?
Was it? I can't keep track. They seem to replace GT3s all the time. I've got about
it was
Mercedes in my store or something.
It was the same old McLaren that Line used to drive.
And
The spitting
like,
flames.
Pepper
see
in the
Pepper making a
barrier.
mistake.
Maxwell's picked up the pace. Does that look a bit crabby, or is that okay?
I think he was just in the grass,
Right.
yeah.
Ettridge makes up a place. And there's new driver Max. Trying to chase down Matt Hansel.
Max the rider. So we can see on the track map there that Berry is getting onto the same piece of tarmac as the GT3s already. So 6 laps in and we are getting close to the traffic mixing up with each other.
Oh, the fun stuff where all the GT3s and GTPs argue about track.
Yes.
Well, currently it's formation flying for Martinez and Vasquez in the GT3s. Oh, Winslade is off into the gravel.
There goes Chris White.
Maybe he was just waiting for him. So they can have a battle.
I think it's more likely to have been a mistake. Not comfortable in car or the track, we said.
Well, get a little cushion, comfy cushion in the seat, and it makes you more comfortable.
Off track there for Berry. Difficult to judge how fast take turn 1. It's so inviting, but then you end up miles off the track in the gravel if you try. It's a confusing place.
It's a silly place.
Like Camelot.
Indeed.
So you can see there Kelly with Ollie Ettridge just ahead of him, and he's going to squirt past up the hill. Oh no, it's still side by side. Kelly just gets through. Ettridge, the sole. Oh no, take a lie. There's two Porsches in GT3s today. Ridder driving one as well, and then you've got White and Winslade in Porsches in GTP. 3 Acuras. It's really been the class of the field, hasn't it, in GTP this season?
Yeah, I think all the wins have gone to Acuras.
Yeah, but is that? I mean, actually, we've had a fair few drivers racing this season, but of the established ones who race consistently, it has to be said that they're all in the Acura anyway, and that's because they race GTPs quite a lot outside of this championship. So
Which means they know something. Which means
yeah,
they picked the car the best.
they picked the right
Oh,
guy. Yeah,
there's a spinner
Whoa.
in the background. That's Fabio.
Yep.
Still spinning.
Lighting the tyres up, still spinning. Yeah. Ettridge goes round the outside.
Oh,
He's
it's
dropped
gone
it again. Oh dear. This is not going well. Here comes Chris White
Oh.
and Winsley. Oh,
That was silly.
that was very silly.
Winsley had nowhere to go.
No.
That's a broken car.
Yeah. That's very broken.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. I don't see it.
Yeah.
So apology there from Fabio.
I'll go to the stewards. Meanwhile, here's Berry working his way through the GT3s.
Murphy has caught up with Vasquez.
Yeah. It does look like a wizard's paint on Murphy's car.
He's a bit of a wizard, isn't he?
He is. I'll tell you what though, he'll race anything you ask him to. If you invite him to go racing in an evening, he'll be there. Boom.
Yeah, infuriatingly at the front.
He's a quick boy.
So Winslade has gone into the pits. So he's going to continue as Hookoven is making it first place.
Yep.
Well, 2 places actually, as Winslade's in the pits.
Yeah, he makes the move on Chris White. And there's Ollie Ettridge just ahead of him. Does the inside through 2 and 3 and safely through before the hairpin. That's a tricky corner, that left-hander. It feels like it should be flat, but
Yeah,
very
but if
easy
you
to
try
wash
that,
wide.
then you die. Kelly's now 9 seconds off the leaders. He does struggle through the traffic, especially in the first time through when it's all concentrated.
Yes. Yeah, it's a huge time gap considering he was lapping basically the same pace. Murphy having a good look at Vasquez to the inside there. On board with Murphy now. Here they come on to the main straight. Has he got enough of a run?
Doesn't look close enough.
No, it doesn't feel like a hugely long straight considering this track feels very, very long to drive. I guess it's all the stop-startiness of it.
Yeah, that's the pretty much only place the cars get to stretch the legs.
Hmm. There comes Kelly behind as well. And he's down the inside of Murphy into the hairpin. Murphy gives him the space.
And there's the leader.
Yeah.
Dark clouds on the horizon.
Yeah, we're not expecting rain in this one, are we?
We are not, no.
Let's talk about 2025, shall we?
Yes.
What's happening in endurance?
We don't know. I don't think it's decided yet. My suggestion is that we put it on the sign-up sheet and see how many people pick what option.
Yeah. What would you like to drive?
Beatles.
Yes. That'd be cool.
90-minute Beetle races. All off
Two
track.
CVs.
I don't know. The GTP is more my thing. I've never got on with the GT3, but the GT3
Yeah.
is more popular, so it might be a single class. It might be again GTPs and GT3s. I mean, there are other options: GT4s and LMP3s.
LMP3, LMP2.
Yeah, GTPs, LMP2s, GT and LMP3s. But I guess it depends how many we get signed up and what the choices are. I want to try and pick a popular one to keep the grids up. I don't really want to see grids this small.
No.
I mean, this would be fine if it was one class, but just 6 GTPs on the track, it's not really the greatest.
No, it's not really, is it? I mean, yeah, it doesn't. You've got White and Winslade who are on similar pace, and then the rest of the field. You have to say once Hugavin catches up, he feels like he's should be up there with Berry and Maxwell, shouldn't he? Fabio Oliveira into the pit lane. Gets his car repaired after the incident. Getting his tyres changed. This is an early stop, isn't it?
17 minutes in, yeah. I mean, when he would have been carrying quite a bit of damage, I would imagine.
That's correct.
Yeah, I don't think sprints completely decided either, because it was going to be 2 touring cars again. But then there was murmurs about the BMW racing that instead. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with that. I think the only one that's really sure is the Prime, which is going to the Super Formula Light.
I thought we were doing radical.
Yeah, you can think that, but you know, your brain is diseased.
Yeah, you know it. No, I think the Super Formula Light is a good decision. It's going to be should be a popular car. I was planning to do the officials with it, but I haven't raced it yet. I did practice for one round, and then I was away for 2 weeks. So.
I managed to do Barcelona. I think that was week 1. I'm probably on
Yeah,
week
that's
3
what I
now, aren't
practiced
we?
for. We're on week 4.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That's 2.
Yeah, it goes so quick.
I didn't get on my rig since I got on it before Christmas, and then I didn't get on it again until in January.
Yeah, well, you were away, weren't you? You went to Chamonix.
It was, but then I needed to move it. It was moved from the corner into a different corner, so it takes up. Looks like it takes up less space.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, the room looks bigger. I didn't really want to get into it until it was moved.
Yeah.
Hugavin is losing a lot of time still.
1:32.1. It's second off his best there.
I mean, a minute ago he was 28 seconds behind Berry. He's now 31 seconds behind Berry. I wonder if he's picked up some damage.
Damage, fuel saving. What do you think?
I don't see that he would need to fuel save unless he is damaged and wants to stretch it. I don't think fuel saving is going to need to. I think he would just go flat out, but he's definitely off the pace.
Yeah, he's coming up behind Chalcroft there and down the inside of him. And on board with Vasquez.
He's caught back up a bit to Martinez and he's dropped Murphy a bit.
Yeah, he has. Look, yeah, we've got Chris White there in the background as well. Tricky braking zone for that hairpin as it drops downhill. Car picking up momentum.
A bit of a dust cloud there.
Yeah, someone's had an adventure.
So, did you have a lovely Christmas?
I did, thank you, yes. I was at my father-in-law's with the family and some of his friends. We took some Skeletrix over and we had a bit of a race with some proper old school stuff, which was quite cool. Just don't like Skeletrix track too much. It's a bit, I don't know, when you got to take it out and clean it and stuff, it's just a bit of a faff, isn't it? Which is why I want to have a permanent track.
Berry's caught up with Maxwell's caught up with Berry.
Right into his
Oh.
chuff.
Oh no!
Oh,
Looked like he was
Berry's-
wrong-footed by Meesters there, and Maxwell into the back of him. Now he's passed.
Yeah, Berry's rear wheel went over that sausage curb and
Oh,
ruined his traction.
squeezes through there inside of Pepper.
That was forceful. He doesn't want to lose too much time, clearly.
Opportunist move there by Maxwell, and it's in the lead.
Yeah, it was a good move.
Got to say, this is his opportunity to make up some points on both the other wizards.
Yeah, the Black Sapphires of Malaran and Hugavin.
So can Berry gather himself up and close back in on Maxwell? Well, she'll soon see.
The issue that Maxwell's got, though, is that with only 6 GTPs in the race, then Hugavin is already in 4th, so he's not dropping enough points. Got a real fight on here, though. Berry's looking like he really wants that place back.
He does, but he looks like he struggled with traction out of the hairpin though.
Yeah, he was great on the entry. Oh, look at that, yeah. Let's straighten the car up there. Another super tricky braking zone here.
Oh,
we've got an
he's
extra-
lost it in
we've
the
already
rear.
got-
And he's
Oh, that's
into
a
the
big one.
barrier. Oh no, that's a broken car.
Yeah, toast to the pits.
Well, that's a place gain for Hugavin then.
But we could see that he was struggling with traction on the exits for a few corners before that, so maybe he cooked his rears.
Maybe. I mean, he did take an impact from Maxwell, didn't he, on the rear?
Mm.
When they had the kerfuffle with the lapped cars. Or the other class, sorry.
Well, he clipped the curb, so did he get damage on both sides, maybe? I know that the TCRs, you can get damage on the front from chomping on the curbs too hard.
Don't chomp on the curbs. You can chomp on a chomp.
Yes. Not at the moment, not with the diet and dry January and all that jazz kicking in.
Don't bother with that rubbish.
I want to lose weight.
Moderation is the key.
No, dry January, it's the way. I did it last year, felt good. Didn't it this year. So, not a lot's happened in GT3 recently. There's Winsley going through on Murphy as he recovers from his incident.
Yeah.
Although he's just going to be circulating round in 5th, isn't he? till something else happens, maybe.
Ooh. There he is, left the circuit.
Oh, that's such a shame. It was a great debut for Berry, and look forward to seeing him back in the series.
Ah, he is. Raced. He was at Fuji.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see Fuji. Too wet.
Yeah, no, he's done a few races. No, I'll tell you why. That was his second race. So few is a bit of a lie. This was his second race.
I must admit, I'm a bit behind in my videos.
Well, you know,
Maxwell.
there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah, work again in a way. There's a thank you to Rich from Hugavin as he got past him. So Maxwell, Kelly, Hugavin, White is the order in GTPs. Winslade in 5th and Berry sadly retired. Martinez is leading GT3s as he has all race. Vasquez in second and Murphy in third, as they've been pretty much all race. Then we've got Hansel, Ridder, Chowcraft, who we saw make that move on James Pepper, who's currently in 7th. Ettridge now up to 8th. 9th is Steve Pepper, who we saw have a little adventure earlier on. And then we've got Miles, Oliveira, who had an adventure with Winslade, and Meesters, who visited the pits early on for reasons unknown. On board now with Maxwell.
32.9. Just passed a couple of G3s.
Gone off track there.
Thank you.
You have to be careful. It's a long race.
It is a long race, yeah. We're only coming up to a third of the way through.
So,
what's
are
happening
you...
there?
It's like Murphy lapping Miles, I think.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Planning to see any motorsport in the flesh in 2025?
Probably not. Are you?
Is there any tracks near you?
I think the nearest ones are Brands and Thruxton, probably.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Brands isn't too far.
I'm going to the Slot Car Festival again.
Oh,
Ooh,
Maxwell
there's
has gone deep and looped the car.
That was interesting.
That was an unforced error there from Maxwell.
Hugely unforced. Keep an eye on the timing screen, see what happens with the gap. Look there, it jumps down 5 seconds now to Kelly behind him. Here is Kelly then.
Yeah, I wonder what that
An
was. Just
exciting
a
opportunity.
bit of a lapse of concentration. Yeah, and Hooligan still continues to drop back. 37 seconds now. So 10 seconds more than it was from Berry when I noticed last.
Murphy right on the back of Vasquez again, is he? Or is that no?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is, yeah. In fact, there they are, look. With Maxwell coming through. Yeah, no, I'm going up to Gaydon again. I think my cousin's going to come down from Liverpool, which would be cool. My dad wants to come, my brother again. Taking lots of RC cars as well and go and play with those afterwards. Exciting. And I was going to go slot car racing last night, but I got snowed in, so I couldn't go. I'm very upset about
Got snow.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow actually. It was very surprising. It started falling about 3 o'clock. It just got very heavy. Didn't stop snowing for about 3 hours.
We had snow the other day, and then it immediately rained on it, and it just went to mush, and then it was melted.
Oh.
The neighbour made a snowman, and it was quite a good snowman, but by the time we noticed the snow, it wasn't usable. It was that mulchy ice water.
I don't really like snow in the first place. You know, it's nice to look at, but I hate being in it. It's wet and horrible. Kids went out and what's happening? Oh, that's Murphy into the pit lane.
Yep.
Kids went out and it came home like soaking wet. Just all the amount of clothing layers. And then this morning I'm trying to tumble dry their shoes so they can go to school.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit of hassle really, but it looks nice, as you say.
Yeah,
into the pits.
Pretty to look at, but it's cold and miserable when you're in it. I used to like sledging when I was a kid. But
we went sledging in Germany.
Nice.
Yeah, the kids liked it. Nobody got injured, so that was good.
You didn't come back like Michael Schumacher then?
No. No, the day before we went, we were due to fly back home, they went sledging, and that was fine. But then when they suggested that they wanted to do it like an hour before we were due to get a lift to the airport, I said maybe that would be a bad idea.
Yes.
The day before, maybe a trip to hospital is okay, but an hour before you're due to drive to the airport, perhaps you shouldn't risk getting a hospital appointment.
I agree.
Yeah, I'm always the wet blanket, the safety dad.
Safety Dad says no.
Kelly is taking another second out of Maxwell there in the battle for the lead.
Yeah, he's chomping that lead down.
And they've almost lapped Hoogerman, who's obviously stopped early.
Yeah. White's gone ahead of him, obviously, with the pit stop.
Obviously, Murphy is trying to counter strategy to try and jump the two leaders.
Yeah. So we've got Hansel into the pit lane. There's Derrida now promoted up to third place. Chowcross in as well.
Oh, Hoogerman
Hoogerman
in the gravel.
Making a mistake on the cold tyres then. Big consequences. One of the Peppers is in, and you can see that Ettridge is promoted up to fourth place.
Yeah, he's going to have to pit surely. He hasn't pitted yet.
No, but from his pit lane start, he's having a good race.
Quiet race.
So are you going to any races this year?
I don't plan currently to, no.
Are you going to do any racing this year?
Sim racing, yes.
Karting?
Probably not.
Okay. The
Skiing.
GTP leaders are in.
Looked like Maxwell was struggling to get into the...
Struggling to get it slowed down, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I think that's why he's squirming. He really hammered the brakes on the way in. Obviously feeling the sweat from Kelly closing in like that. Well, we do need to think about, as here comes Martinez and Vasquez, our leaders in GT3s. We do need to think about LOA Meetup 2025, though, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
And Derrida in the Porsche.
Yes, I guess already got to think about that again. Too many things to think about, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, we've got a good sort of 8 months, 9 months to plan it, but it needs to be Midlands based, which would be good for you. You won't know how far to go, will you?
Meh. Would be good if someone else planned it, though. Not me.
It's only because you knew that lodge.
No, I always plan all the things. I'm the whole reason that everybody went to Le Mans in 2023, and I'm the whole reason that nobody went to Le Mans in 2024, because I didn't plan it. Or the Spa one.
I planned the first kart race. That was me. I'm gonna claim that one.
I thought Nathan. You just got
No.
Nathan to do it.
No, I didn't. I planned it, but Nathan said he knew the people at the track, so he was doing the booking.
I see.
But I arranged it all. That's me.
I didn't know that. I don't believe you. Nathan was the visible one.
How dare you? I brought stickers for everyone as well. LOA stickers, and you got a t-shirt that day.
That's true. Yeah, I guess would have to check numbers and stuff if people want to meet up.
Yeah, so if you're watching this race and you are interested in LOA Meetup 2025, where we will go away for a couple of nights, go karting together, have some drinks, maybe watch a video or two, play poker like we did last time, Cards Against Humanity, see some interesting sights, eat cake.
Fine wine.
Hopefully, fine wine. We had nice sausages and stuff, didn't we, last time? Courtesy of,
that
Chris
guy,
Forrester.
That guy's teammate.
Yeah. Then yeah, let us know. Will be a really fun experience to do LOA Meetup 2025. Maybe this guy can fly over and join us, Mr. Maxwell.
Quite a long flight for Mr. Maxwell.
Yeah, but I think you should do it. We'll tell it. Come and get your trophy, Stephen.
Oh, that's another thing. We need to sort out like the medals.
Oh yeah, we were going to do that, weren't
I can't. I'm trying to save up money. Computer will be need to replace soon.
we? Oh no,
It's like
it doesn't feel like that long since your computer got updated.
it's probably like 3 years or something. Time flies.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Well, my kids need them. You see, I could shuffle them down. You see, I get a new one, and then the old one goes to my wife, and then her old one goes to the first kid, and then I get another one, and it just all shuffles down. Then the second kid gets one.
Yeah. But your other hobbies don't. Do your other hobbies use as much money as this?
I think, like, yeah, my hobbies of grocery shopping and keeping the house not freezing,
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
paying the mortgage.
Oh, grocery shoppings are upsetting me. Like halloumi is now over £2.20 for like a block of halloumi. It's ridiculous.
What are you eating halloumi for in the middle of the winter?
Because I love halloumi.
Barbecue it. It's best on a barbecue.
No, it's best on a frying pan with a little bit of olive oil on a low heat. It's perfect.
Well, I mean, it's not like cheddar's any cheaper.
Oh, cheddar's ridiculous. It's gone up by... I think in the last 5 years, cheddar has gone up by about 80%.
They're going to put,
crazy.
like, those security tags on it soon.
Yeah. They're doing some shops, don't they? So,
Security tag on the butter.
yeah. Talking of one of the reasons for cost of living crisis and stuff, have you seen about Liz Truss's cease and desist letter?
No.
Her lawyers have written to Keir Starmer saying that he must cease and desist, claiming that she crashed the economy.
But she did.
I know, but they're like...
Pretty sure you can ignore that.
They're like, no, she didn't crash the economy, and this guy says she didn't do it, and the economy's always risen, and it's like, but tell that to everyone whose, mortgage bills have jumped up, and the rent's gone through the roof, and all of that because of her blooming mini budget. And she's like, no, it's clearly because, blah, evil leftist bankers is the problem. She's such a ridiculous person.
Don't send me down the political route.
It just really made me laugh today when I saw that. I am withdrawing my head from most of political debate. They've 2025, 26, 27, 28 for obvious reasons.
It's just terrifying. So, yeah, it's probably not really the place to say it. Fastest lap for who you win then? Winslade's still lapping.
33.7, so only 7 tenths off his best.
I'd say it's like... I mean, he's guaranteed 5th, so he could just park it now.
Yeah, consistently 2 seconds off the rest of the field, though.
Well, it's just like he had that... He hit, didn't he, the car rejoining, and that's kind of scuppered him. So he's unlikely to catch white. So, I mean, he could just go to bed.
Yeah.
Collect his 5th place.
Go drinking. What's going on here? Hugavin. Trying to get past
Avoiding
Meesters.
action there.
There's White going past... I was going to say going past Chalcroft, but he's still not gone past.
Oh, and the lock-up as well, then.
Oh, it's Miles. Sorry, there's Chalcroft behind him. There we go. They sound so weird on board, don't they?
They do, they sound like they're cutting out all the time. Maxwell waits a second there. Let's allow Kelly to catch up a bit.
Can we stuck up chuff with Murphy? Yeah, New Year's Day, my brother and I took one of his RC cars down to a skate park with our kids and had a bit of a bash around. That was quite fun. And then he got a Tamiya Hornet for his Christmas present, so he built that up. So we had this Hornet out and a lunchbox, Vanessa's lunchbox monster truck, and a grasshopper. That was good fun.
I see. Did you
Did a
see
bit
the
of
new
RC.
year in?
Yeah. And then vicious heartburn and throwing up acid as I normally do whenever I go out to his. We keep
I
saying
went to
that.
bed about 10 and slept and woke up
Oh,
fine.
really? Oh,
It's just another day.
yeah.
I'd rather
See,
wake up fine and not have all of the other stuff, hangovers and.
Yeah, we either go to bed early and then go to Woburn Safari Park, or we have a see the year in. So, yeah, this year was a party year, but it was part of our northern tour as well. So we went to Liverpool, and then Bradford to see Steve and Pepper and James, and then across to Middlesbrough to see my sister. Stay for a night in a hotel near her, and then down to Mike's in Loughborough, and then Godalming to see my dad on the way home.
Busy. Yeah, I'd hate that. Too many people. Too many people
750 miles, that was. Yeah, it was a big old trip. Mind you, you're in Germany, it's way bigger than that, isn't it?
Yeah, but we flew, so. Doesn't take long.
No, it's quite a nice flight to Germany.
It's ridiculous. Ryanair now, you don't even get to put your bag in the locker up above your head unless you pay extra.
Oh yeah.
You used to be able to you used to put a bag in the cabin above your head, and now that's a privilege that only people that pay more money get. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, you got to have a little rucksack under your seat, haven't
Yeah,
you?
which I don't mind. It's just how much more to the bone are they going to cut it? You don't get a seat. You get strapped to the wing.
Yeah, it's the same as all services, though. I mean, it's just living in a capitalist society. Unfortunately, everything is going to have value. I mean, you look at like YouTube and stuff. It's miserable to watch these days because of the amount of adverts that everyone slots into their videos and things.
Oh, it's all the YouTube adverts, which are scams, which YouTube are doing nothing about.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
here we are on YouTube, but the heaters and the solar panels and.
Why doesn't every house in the UK have solar panels? That's so weird. There's a
lost it. He's gone into the side of Pepper there.
That's James who's just been hit. Yeah, it's not
flashing.
Cool.
And Slade got to see all that.
Yeah, he's struggling with the rear though. You can see he's like nowhere near the racing line because he's let the tyres up and the car skewed right.
Oh, Slade, where have you been?
He's been off track there, yeah.
So, Hooverman did go fast again after his pit stop. I wonder if he's got damage again after that.
He must have from clouting the Cool Camel there. Meanwhile, the gap between Maxwell and Kelly back up to 4 seconds. There goes Maxwell past Hansel and Derrida. Oliveira. And there's Winsley going past Murphy. Murphy's having to wait for a GTP to get out as well. He's so much better at corners. Ball with Kelly into the hairpin, and he's working his way through GT3s again. So there is a race for the lead here. Halfway through. Pepper now making it to the pits. That's James in the 28. He managed
Yeah,
to
I
fly
mean,
your...
they're gonna sell like back to the Ryanair. I think they're gonna sell like a place in the undercarriage next, and it's free if you survive.
Oh. I mean, there wasn't he talking about charging to use the toilet at one point?
Did
That's genuine.
you see Come Fly With Me, Matt
Yeah.
Lucas and David Williams. There's a bit in that where the boss of the Flylow company shows them the life jackets, and it's like this is good, but this one is locked. So you just swipe your card. $4.99, you get a life jacket.
Oh my god.
And then it was like, and then you swipe this to blow it up, and when that expires, it will let you know, and you swipe your card again, and it stays inflated. It's not that far from the truth.
No. That's horrifying, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the day-to-day satire news program is now basically a documentary.
Yeah. There's been like, didn't they say they couldn't do the thick of it now because the
Because
political reality.
it's literally, it's not as funny as reality anymore.
Yeah.
Reality is more absurd.
Yeah, our politicians just don't have any
Substance.
substance anymore, do they? Yeah, they're not. They're like people were saying online, you know, like I might have hated all of Thatcher's policies, but she was a real politician who believed in stuff, and she got it done, you know. Yeah, she might have screwed the country for decades to come, but
Took my
she
milk.
was doing. Well, I was more thinking about all the industries that she sold off.
She took
which
my
is just
bloody
such-
milk.
Yeah. Never mind our privatised water industry, electricity, gas, railways. She took your milk.
Yep, exactly. Okay, trying to get past Meesters there. Where's he gone? Oh, there he is. And Fabio is next.
Yeah, and Winslade lockdown coming through as well, and he's gone to that's. Well, that's stupid. That is not going to make Kelly happy, and Winslade,
Winslade is sitting there thinking about what he's done.
I think so. Yeah. I think your earlier prediction about he should have parked it and just collected that 5th place was about right. He's still there. Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he's
Dear,
parked
oh
it.
dear. Maybe he should have done that.
And there were 4 GTPs.
Yeah, this track is really biting.
Oh, Kelly's at the curb and he's gone into the side of Meesters.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Frustrated Kelly possibly made a move that he wouldn't have otherwise.
Yeah, I think he probably wants to go and shout at Winslade. Oh, the car is broken.
Does look that way. Let's see if Meesters has got damage as well. It's a side-to-side contact, so maybe he's okay, but we'll find out shortly.
Kelly into the pit lane then, so that was definite big damage.
Yeah, Kelly is in the pits, and so is Meesters.
So the wheels are really coming off this race for the GTPs there, as Winslade kills Kelly. Kelly takes damage trying to pass Meesters.
And Meesters
Oh, dear
also
me.
damaged.
Yeah, Meesters an unfortunate bystander in there.
Hugevin up to second, nearly half a minute off the lead.
Crazy stuff. Yeah, I mean that. Well, Winslade should have just held back behind. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah,
I think he should have stayed on the track. That might have helped.
that might have helped. Yeah, braking issues clearly. Yeah, I think that's just good. It made it worse trying to avoid the accident. So, checking in on the GT3s then, Martinez only a couple of seconds ahead of Vasquez. Hansel is up into 3rd. Why's Murphy down in 7th now?
Must have had. He was tangled with Hoogeveen and Pepper, but I don't know if he got any damage from that.
Yeah, he must have done.
He did pit early in the first round of pit stops, but I think this would be too early.
So nice opportunity for Hansel to get a podium. Ritter is right behind him actually, so we've got a real... In fact, these two have been together all race long, haven't they? So 6 tenths between them. We've got a very exciting battle for the podium in GT3s. The less said about the carnage in GTP, the better. How's your Spitfire?
Not flown it since the summer. Yes, the end of summer.
I haven't flown for ages either.
It's too cold to go outside at the moment to fly it as well.
Yeah. I should say these are each iron. I can't remember what scale they are. They're not huge, are they?
No.
Foam warbirds, yeah, but well worth buying one if you fancy getting into the RC plane hobby. They're very cheap to buy, and they have a gyro on board, which means it's super easy for beginners like me and Jules to go and fly. So yeah, quite fun plane. So I've got a Mustang and a Corsair. I've got a Piper Cub as well, but I haven't even flown that yet. I need to say I'm not going out in this blooming cold. I've got a nice field at the end of the road as well. It's perfect for flying. Oh dear, Kelly's had a big one there, and he's used his fast repair already, hasn't he?
Well, looks like that's half the GTP grid is now retired.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
So, I mean, unless White's gambling on Hoogeveen or Maxwell retiring, he could now quite happily park it, get an early
park
night
it for the podium. Yeah.
Yep, easiest podium he'll ever get there.
Unlike Matt Hansel and Max de Ridder, who are battling so hard. I can't believe this has been going on for 53 minutes now, and they're still separated by 6 tenths. It's incredible. Careful with the Ostrax, Matt. Now, are they in the same stable? Because they've both got the same sponsor on. Yeah.
Yeah, Ridder and Hansel.
Here comes Chris White then. About
They're
to be
actually
lapped.
teammates.
Oh, there you go.
Revolution E-Racing Foxtrot.
Very nice team. So White now a lap down on Maxwell.
Then you got Martinez and Hudson are in Revolution E-Racing. Chan and Kits, which is Charlie Vasquez, are in Echo, and then Hansel and Ridder in Foxtrot. So that's that's a full stable as big as the Camels and the Wizards.
Yeah. And they're crushing it, aren't they, in GT3?
They are. Though I say there was in the GT3s there was Ben Crook took a second, a first, a second, and a first, and then we've not seen him.
Oh, that's such a shame. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been talking to. I was talking to Ben and I think Josh as well. All going to help me with the GT3 6 tips, which I haven't done yet. I need to crack on with. But I think the back end of 2024 just was a real struggle for motivation with practically everything. Whereas 2025, I feel quite rejuvenated for some reason. Done a lot of RC car faffing about over the last few days, and been really nice. Finally rebuilt a car that's been in pieces for 2 years.
Good stuff.
Yeah, got that running. Spent a load of money ordering some new parts to get all the rest of them running. So. My brother bought me a body shell for my Stadium Blitzer. So we were driving our RC cars when we were kids, sort of at 96, I think, and in the local woods, and there was some kid who was just like, "Oh, I've got an RC car," and he appeared with this beaten up old truck that had a nastily painted buggy body on it. Rear tyres are absolutely shot, and we paid a tenner for it and bought it off him. And it's an original Tamiya Stadium Blitzer, which is probably worth quite a bit of money now. I mean, they re-released it, but even then they're hard to get hold of. Anyway, he treated me to a new body for it Christmas, and decals hadn't turned up in time, so they're on their way to me. So when the weather warms up, I'm going to get that painted.
Cool.
Yeah, got a new brushless motor for it, got some bearings. Good time. Looking forward to seeing that running.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't say I need to save up at the moment, so I just bought some some lights for the hallway because
nice.
2 out of 3 of them had been gone for months, and I finally got around to replacing them.
Yeah, there's 2 over my desk that blew. We put LED spotlights in here, and 2 blew quite quickly, and I still haven't replaced them.
I do procrastinate about house maintenance.
I used to, but I'm trying to be a lot more boom, boom, just get stuff done.
It's just another thing on the list of things to do.
Yeah, true.
So, still this battle for the podium rages. Unless they're just kind of following each other until the last laps, and then they'll fight. But it's very close, isn't it?
Yeah, that'd be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't it?
It's not very easy to pass in these GT3s around this track, it seems.
No.
It's quite hard to pass in GT3s anyway.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, especially when you're like, I mean, stablemates are going to be chosen for their performance, aren't they? You can tell from the liveries that they take it seriously, because yeah, those cars look very smart indeed, and very realistic. I'm going to look up what the company is. The sponsorship's working.
Oh, Ettridge and Murphy battling now. Ettridge aggressively pulls to the pit lane. Pit wall.
So I don't know if this is the same AITT, but it's the fastest growing accrediting body for material handling equipment training.
I see.
But that's aitt.co.uk. Association of Industrial Truck Trainers. Maybe it's not.
Who knows? I have to ask them. I have to say, when I look at it, I see AITA. Am I the asshole of the Reddit group?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think whenever I see AIT, whatever it is.
AITT.
Yeah, my brain switches it to an A on the end. So yeah, silly season's coming up.
Yeah, very excited about silly season.
3 weeks of silly season.
And we've got, what is it, Beatles at VIR Grand as an opening round. That's going to be mega.
Yeah. Do you think they're going to cut the course kind of stuff?
Oh,
There's a lot of grass there, isn't there?
That's a lot of grass. Yeah. There's been some. There was a really good video on Reddit actually with someone who clearly took silly season to heart because he was doing laps of Road Atlanta silly season style in the Beetle, and it was amazing. Just chopping all the corners and stuff and sideways.
Oh,
It looked brilliant.
Murphy
Look
up
at
the
this
inside,
racing.
literally going to get a pass. Much of the space. Ettridge was really trying to break the toe down the pit straight.
Yeah.
Murphy is really hustling.
I mean, you know, he was up there battling for the podium, wasn't he? Before
Yeah.
dives down the inside of the hairpin. Both these guys are super quick, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
In fact, it's weird to see Ettridge this far down because I mean, obviously he came from the pit lane, didn't he? But he's normally up there battling with Martinez. So those two are inseparable.
Yeah, I'd say Greening has got his, yeah, he's not really given up, has he? He's still looking to try and get back past.
Yeah.
Greening, I think he's got his rig set up now, so he's going to be racing and hopefully streaming. Again,
That's Michael Messenger.
Up the inside, he's clipped him. Misjudgment from
dear.
Ettridge there.
That's a shame.
Well, he's going again, so that's okay.
Yeah, it didn't cost him anything, did it? So
Few
there's a
seconds.
sizable gap back to Steve behind.
Yeah, what was I saying? I
It's
forget.
Steve.
Oh yeah, Greening is gonna come back. Hopefully Messenger and Ettridge as well.
Yeah, Messenger's rebuilt his rig as well in his new house that they moved into a few months back now. Yeah, excited for him and his partner to get their first house. So good news.
Yes, indeed.
Ettridge into the pit lane after that incident.
To wonder, did he get damaged or is he just stopping now? I mean, we are in the pit window for the last stop of this.
Yeah, only 28 minutes in the race to go. You had to say, Hugavin has been a very lucky boy here because he flew off the track in the first corner from pole, but since then, so many of the GTPs and the small grid have died that he's still on the podium. Crazy.
Yes. Well, he's pitted as well, isn't he? So White has still to pit. So
Yeah.
he's running that second.
Wow.
And it's not over yet. Maxwell could still come a cropper.
Well, I mean that would be a true banana skin in the face.
Banana into broom handle.
And then a rake. Yeah.
And then fall down a cliff and land in a razor factory. I don't know.
Lands in a jar of jam, but then knocked off a nest of wasps on the way down and that lands in with him.
On his head. Yeah.
Battle continuing between Hansel and Ridder.
Yeah. Coming up to let Fabio. Can Ridder take advantage of this and get past?
Well, he's half the gap, look, 3/10 now. That's closer than he was before for a long time. I think Fabio sees these guys coming. You don't want to be spoilt from this exciting action. Martinez has eased away from Vasquez now by another 7 seconds to take it up to 9 seconds overall. This is the corner where Ettridge had his incident with Murphy a couple of laps ago.
Let's drop back a bit again. Maybe trying to get a better run out of the last corner of it.
Yeah. Steve Pepper in the pits.
Hansel follows.
So what can Ridder do with clean air ahead of him for the first time in a very long time? It's exciting to see.
Yeah,
Well
see,
then,
see how that shapes out.
there's Martinez. Our race leader. We haven't seen him for a long time. He's been in the field class of 1, pretty much. Murphy Ettridge both a lap down on him now. And here's Dorito. He's still behind Oliveira. Is this going to hamper him?
Yeah, it may do. Hansel may have picked the right strategy here. Maxwell
I
coming into the pits from the lead.
I wonder if that's why he pitted them, because of the lap traffic. There's White, and he stays out for another lap as he goes past Ben Chalcroft.
Fortunately, a lap down, so he's not going to take the lead.
No. One thing I'm really looking forward to in 2025's racing in the LOA is the gold, silver, and bronze being updated following our 24 season. So it should make the classes the splits a lot fairer as Ritter comes in. Let's keep an eye on Hansel. See how this shakes out.
So you've been leading the leader out of the pits. And who went in again? I thought he'd already done his stop. How many stops has he done now?
Well, he's done a few, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So Hansel coming through the final tight couple of corners to complete the lap. I'd say he's got another 15 seconds or so. Ritter is still stationary.
Yeah.
Oh, he's moving now. Oh, this is going to be tight. Well, I mean, you'd expect that because of the gap before.
He's out.
He's out as he jumped him. There's Vasquez. I want to see Ritter. Oh, he is. He's jumped him, look.
Staying up. Oh, he's... Yeah.
Well, well
There's
done, Max.
Vasquez.
That's a brilliant bit of strategy driving. So Hugvin and Ettridge there, and so I wonder what Hansel can do now. He's the chasing car.
Yeah, 2 seconds in it, so I guess we'll see very shortly.
Yeah, we remain about the Wizards dominating things, but look at this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all in the same stable in GT3. Really putting their stamp on this racetrack. Minutes to go. Maxwell 58 seconds clear of White behind him, and a minute and a half back to the last sole surviving Wizards Black Sapphire, which is Marin Higben. There he is on screen.
Yep, White's in the pits now. So that should be his last stop.
Martinez has extended his lead on Vasquez over the pit stop. Look, up to 12 seconds now. White's in for his stop, as you say. So, is it Road Atlanta to round out this season?
Daytona.
Daytona.
Yes, we had Road Atlanta.
Oh, yes, we did, yeah. Another American road.
Yep.
What's your favourite roval?
Do I have to have one?
Surely. Well, you're not an accountant. I mean, accountants love rovals. That's my theory.
Really?
Oh yeah, because you get two different types of racetrack in the same area.
Yeah, but
It's an accountant's wet dream.
other tracks have multiple configurations, don't they? So
Yeah, but I mean, you go out to Alex Murphy or Mark Innes and just whisper in their ear, "Roval," and watch them have a shuddering orgasm.
okay.
They're both accountants. They love it. Anyway, which is your favourite? Is it Daytona?
I don't know. Could be Daytona. Could be Charlotte.
I think Charlotte's the best one personally because it's got the most variety. Although there is that New Hampshire one where they actually go onto the outside of there's the corners on the outside of the oval, which is quite interesting.
Texas Speedway, was that a roval?
Yeah, that was a boring one.
That's not a boring one.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Hairpin onto the infield, hairpin, very fast chicane.
We
hairpin.
raced it first season in the Radical.
We did, yeah, and then it wasn't particularly interesting.
I thought it was a good race.
It was a good race. I mean, they do give up good races occasionally, but I'm not saying
I thought Phoenix was a lot worse.
Phoenix is literally a car park.
Yes. Race through the car park. So yeah, I think Texas is a lot better than Phoenix.
Yeah.
We did do Daytona. We did Daytona in the IndyCar, didn't we? That was just it was not a roval. It was just the oval.
Oh, we did it in the Radical as well. We did the roval in the Radical.
Oh yeah, no, we did after Lime Rock.
Yeah. Let us know your favourite roval.
Surely it's Roval McRovalface.
Yeah. Some people, because like I said to someone else that I preferred Charlotte to Daytona, and they were like, "You can't."
They slapped you in the face.
They did with a wet fish, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" Daytona is objectively not that good, apart from the bus stop. It's like the only good corner on it. Charlotte's got elevation changes. It's got good corners. It's much better.
Mm.
And less time on the oval a bit. So, yeah.
It's all just curly straights.
Yeah, true. There's a 9-second gap. Oh no, hang on. 2 seconds between Ritter and Hansel now. Now that they've swapped places. Let's hope that Hansel can close in and we can get a little battle going for the final 15 minutes of this race. Vasquez puts a lap there on Steve Pepper, who's currently running P9. In the Battle of the Peppers, it's James leading Steve at the moment. And in the Battle of the Camels, yeah, James versus Steve, and Meesters is out, isn't he? Oh, shame. After the damage with Kelly, I assume.
It's probably safe to say, yeah.
Yep.
Hoogman's really pushing. Well, Maxwell isn't needing to push, so.
No, I think Maxwell's probably just cruise and collect now, isn't he? He's up behind Matt Hansel at the moment.
Yeah, he's not managed to make any impression in the lead of Ritter now that he has passed him.
No. Shame. Hopefully he can do something in the last bit. Martinez can pull over and have a cup of tea at this rate. He's 12 seconds to clear. Vasquez.
Yep, Audi won too.
Yeah. And like you said before, we desperately... Oh, that mistake there by Ridder. We desperately need Ben Crook to come back and bring the fight to these boys.
Yes, Ben and the Riskies and Oliver Walker,
Yeah,
David
Ollie's really...
Lyme.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dave, he had so much work on, and then he said he was just struggling to find the motivation to get in his rig at all. He's just been sitting there. On board with Chowcraft now in P5. Look.
Yeah, Murphy trying to get past him.
Well, Chowcraft's been doing really well, and he's working his way out. He passed Pepper, didn't he, for when they were like 7th and 6th before, so he's steadily making moves through the race. The lucky boy Hugavin there in P2. God, the absolute scenes if Maxwell puts it in the wall now. So, just a little bit left of this race.
It is just 12 minutes. We've been still pushing like there's 12 hours left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame Lion isn't racing. Maybe
Yeah.
he'll find his motivation again at some point.
I hope so, yeah, because he's, 3-time champion in the LOA?
Surely, like, you and I are going to run out of motivation at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine so.
Yeah, Lion's got 3 titles. Along with Greenings.
Is that because we're just bored of getting spanked every time?
Yeah, all these fast boys joined our league and we need to go start a new one.
Yeah. Or we could get good, as they say.
There's only a certain amount you can get good.
Well, I found my sim jacks are definitely helping me. I was able to brake. What was I driving? I was driving something. I realised how much later I could brake compared to with my my old Fanatec ones. So yeah, it felt much nicer. The Fanatec was just I just had to brake quite progressively because I was just locking up too much.
Well, this is Murphy's favourite place to make passes. Cut back from Chowcraft.
That's a good move. He's going to be on the outside for these for this next fast right, isn't he? This Chowcraft.
Yep.
And then straight into the braking zone for the sharp left, sharp right. So, yep, nice move by Murphy there.
Yeah, I mean, I've got really nowhere to go with equipment. I'd have to spend a lot of money to upgrade. So I just keep what I have. I mean, Murphy there, he's got a Logitech with no force feedback. So.
Yeah. One day he's going to have to give it up and get something sensible.
I mean, the less of it that works, the less there is to fail. So maybe he'll just use it forever.
Hmm. Besides, if he has to buy a wheel, he can't afford more gin. And he loves his gin.
Not
So-
really any chance of him catching Hansel. So he's done all he can now.
Yeah. Chris White being very sensible behind Hansel here.
Well, yeah, I mean, nailed on podium.
Yeah. Nothing to worry about behind. No sense of risking it. And also he knows that there's a very exciting, well, tailed off a bit, but no, look, is he closing in again? Oh no, it's the gap to, yeah, there's Ritter ahead. Hansel's desperately trying to catch you. Still 2 seconds between them. Look how patient Chris is being there.
Yep, just enjoying the view.
I mean, he apart from that small mistake at the beginning, he hasn't really put a foot wrong, has he? So, I mean, it's a very well-deserved podium.
Absolutely, yes.
And he's improved his pace. Look.
A lot of people have had much more eventful races.
Yeah. He's found 4/10 since his previous time we saw his best lap, so 1:33.0 now. I suppose we're 33.4. Yeah, he's doing good stuff. Hugavin with a huge slide.
Higvin has had a very eventful race.
He has indeed, but I mean, I saw his, look at that, 30.8. I mean, that is a crazy speed for his fastest lap. Has Hugavin got any tyres left?
Oh, they don't have to last very long. From now.
No, but it's miserable when your rubber's gone.
Hansel has closed up a bit on Ritter. It's now 2 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 2.5.
Yeah, they are, look. There's not a lot he can do. He's only got 6 minutes to do it. .33 for Maxwell. He's well off the pace now, just cruising and collecting. That's what I was saying before. Hugavin makes his way past James Pepper.
This time without
Yeah.
incident.
Yeah.
Oh! And into the back of Fabio.
Oh dear, oh dear. Worth noting actually that Steve's jumped James now, so Steve is now winning the Battle of the Camels and the Battle of the Peppers.
So does this give White second, or...
Well, is Hugavin still going, or has he stopped? Where is he?
He is still going, yeah.
Yeah. Is he going to pit?
If he can keep going 5 minutes, it probably is not worth it.
Yeah, but has he got a meatball?
What's the lap times that they do? Because you have 3 laps to take a meatball. I think you'd still make it to the end from this point.
Oh, okay. So if you make it to the end under a meatball, you're not going to get a penalty? Or?
Yeah, you have a certain amount of laps to serve it, but if your race finishes before those amount of laps are gone, then you're fine.
I see. Well, let's watch and see then. It looks like most of the front's back on his car.
Surprisingly, yeah.
It's reassembled itself. Oh, his rear tyres are overheated, don't look.
Yeah, does not look like an easy car to drive at the moment.
No.
The last lap was 13 off his best.
But that was with hitting Oliveira as well, who's now in the pit lane. He's also had an adventurous race, hasn't he?
Yeah, you could call it that.
And I will. Race leader then, Maxwell, up behind. That's James Pepper, who lets him go.
If he pushes, he might be able to lap Hoogervin here.
Well, that would be rubbing the salt in the wound, wouldn't it?
And it would also help Hoogervin if he has a meatball, because that would be one less lap for him to do.
Yeah. He's got a racing brain on him, has Hoogervin, and I bet he's thinking about that.
Oh, he's slow.
Yeah.
Maxwell has passed. So it looks like he did exactly that.
Yeah, I think he's timed this well, hasn't he? Ridder's eased that gap up again, look. Oh, no. 7.
Yeah, no, it is 2.5 now again.
Yeah, we were looking. When he went to the battle box with Maxwell, the gap was looked crazy fast, but that's because it was Maxwell's GTP pulling away from them. Or towards him, he's right there ahead of him, aren't we? So, let's keep an eye out and see if the white flag will wave as Maxwell comes up to complete this lap. It's going to be tight, actually, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not sure. Should be last lap. See whether Hoogerman can stay with him now that he's led him past.
No, flagman not out.
No flagman.
So we've got another couple of laps in. There's Ridder. Here's Hansel. And there's Steve Pepper just behind. And here's Hoogervin about to wipe out Maxwell. Chris White coming through for an unlikely win. Chris is, he's just coming through to complete that lap now, so he's a good half a lap behind him. Still lapping very consistently there is Chris, look, a 33.6.
Yeah, he's gone into a good rhythm.
And the clock ticks over the 1:30 mark, which means this will be the white flag coming up. Unless it just wasn't being shown on our screens.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Could be that, could be this. Coming up to complete
See very shortly.
57.
Oh no,
Yeah.
it's ending. Here we go. This is it.
Wow, there we go.
The winner.
Congratulations to Stephen Maxwell then picking up the victory. Hugavin coming up a lapped second place. Absolutely astonishing.
Not what he needed for his championship, that is for sure.
No. Miss Martinez already finished?
I think he's still on that.
Yep. Just the pace differential between the two classes, eh? Absolutely faultless drive by Joshua Martinez here. Just incredible.
Yeah.
Thoroughly deserves this win.
Like the rest of his drives, really.
Yeah. Yeah, the dude really knows how to drive a GTP, doesn't he? A GT3.
Yeah, he had he didn't get the best start. I think there was incidents he was involved in, possibly causing him loss of points in the first races, but sorry, he got 25 from round 1, no points from round 2, 6 points from round 3. Then he's not been off the podium since round 4. So he got third, first, second, and if he brings this home, first again.
He's done it. Amazing. Yeah, what a championship he's putting together. So there we go. Stephen Maxwell, Maren Hugavin, and Chris White is the GTPs, and then we have Martinez, Vasquez, isn't it, and Charles Kitts.
Yes.
Second place in GT3, Max Ritter in third, Matt Hansel in fourth, Murphy, and then Chalcroft. So Hugavin on top of the standings in GTP, ahead of Maxwell, both moving ahead of Malarin. No mover for Tomei, Kelly, Forrester, etc. Wizards Black Sapphire still on top of the championship, ahead of Fire Ruby and Rose Gold. Stupid Aguri remain in fourth. McLaren in there in P5 with that great result from Chris.
Yeah, closing a bit on Stupid Aguri.
Brilliant stuff. And here he is, Joshua Martinez picking up the victory, and he is still on top of the championship as the champion, obviously. Risky Racing is Oliver Ettridge there, moving up into second place and deposing Ben Crook.
Yes.
And Jay Pratt, Jack
finally
Haynes,
moving ahead of Crook, who we haven't seen since the start of the year.
Yeah, must ping him a message. JPR Esports are on top of the championship ahead of Risky Racing and Nebulama. Is that right? Yeah. Stupid P5.
Yeah, Walker, I think, won a race, so...
He did, yeah.
50 points of that 77 is from his win.
Watkins Glen, yeah, he did great stuff.
Anyway,
so coming
final,
up then...
Yeah, Daytona coming up next.
Well, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the race. A bit of a slow one, unfortunately, with the limited number of cars, but certainly a number of incidents sprinkled through it for some mild entertainment. Thanks very much, Jules.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.